everyone, welcome to EduTap and also welcome to another important government scheme session. And the scheme that we are going to cover today, it is Paramparagat Krishi Vikas Yojana. So now we are going ministry wise, and most of you may have this concern that it would take a lot of time to cover just one ministry. So I want to assure you that we are going to cover just the flagship schemes that are very important from the examination point of view. So we'll be covering 5 to 6 flagship schemes of each ministry, and then we'll have a quick revision and then we will move forward. And one more thing I want to say, that before your examination you need not to worry. I'm going to cover all the ministries wise scheme. Alright, so this is about today, and yes, we are currently covering Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, right? So let's start with the scheme now. See, first of all, let's see how this scheme it came into existence. So there is one national mission on sustainable agriculture. So this is a particular program, or you can say this particular national mission on sustainable agriculture, it is one of the 8 points that are there in National Action Plan for Climate Change. Alright, so there is a National Action Plan for Climate Change. Herein the government want to focus on some, they want to take actions to fight climate change. So there are 8 points in that, and one of that is sustainable agriculture. So what is sustainable agriculture? In simple terms, it would mean that doing agriculture today in such a way that the land, the environment, the nature, it is protected for the future generations as well, so that we do not exploit the natural resources for our today. So this is what sustainable agriculture means, and there is one mission running on for this. Now under that we have one component which is soil health management. So herein, because plants were grown where? They are grown in soil only, right? That is why under the National Mission on Sustainable Agriculture, there is one component, that is soil health management, that we will take care of the soil. Now under this, now this Yojana, now this is the sub-component of the soil health management. Now to protect soil, there are many steps taken, and one of that is the Paramparagat Krishi Vikas Yojana. Now let's see what is the English translation of words for better understanding. So Paramparagat means something that is traditional. Alright, Krishi means Kisan, Vikas means progress, and Yojana means scheme. So what is the traditional way of ours of doing agriculture? So that is the organic farming. Alright, so here in India we were not relied on chemical fertilizers. We used to do organic farming, and this scheme is to bring back that tradition, bring back that parampara, so that the soil health can be improved, and this scheme is all about that. Alright, so we'll focus on all the important dimensions that are asked in your examinations one by one of the Paramparagat Krishi Vikas Yojana. But before that, to our new audience, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you can also join our Telegram channel to get the PDF of every lecture that we provide here on YouTube. So let's start with the basic things, and that is the launch year. So this particular scheme, it was launched in the year 2015, and of course it comes under the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Alright, now let's move ahead and look at that what is the aim of this particular scheme. So herein the aim, as I've already discussed in the introduction, that is to support and promote organic farming. Alright, in result to improve in the improvement of soil health, and that is done to improve the soil health. And there are the different methods of organic farming that has been mentioned here. I won't go deep down in this because that is not part of your scheme, but yes, these are by vermicomposting, by using manures, that is the excreta of the animals, biofertilizer, they are natural in nature and not synthetic or chemical, animal husbandry, whatever waste that is generated from there, biological management, crop rotation, green manure. These are the methods that are used in agriculture. We use the crop itself. For example, in green leaf manure, what we do, in that what we do, we grow the crop there and then we let it die there, so that whatever nutrient minerals are there, they are decomposed and the soil health is improved. So there are different methods here, and we don't have to go down as I said before. So let's move ahead. But yes, one thing that you need to keep in mind, that is the promotion and support of organic farming here in India. Moving ahead with aim, now let's see what are the objectives of this particular scheme. So starting with here is to promote organic farming among rural youth farmers, consumers, traders. Now aim is to promote organic farming. Objective is to among the youth farmers, consumer, trader who are the future generation who are involved in this agriculture business, to promote that. Next is disseminate latest technology. Disseminate word, it means spread. So basically to spread the latest technology, whatever that is available in organic farming, so that to make an ease for the farmers, for the traders to do the business in this. Next is utilize the service of experts from Public Agriculture Research System in India. So herein, not only the promotion, but with the help of our whoever scientists and researchers are there in who are working in this field, to include them in this, so that even we have best research in this field, so that the outcome is also good, and also the people they get to know more scientific way of doing the organic farming here in India. And lastly, it is to organize a minimum of one cluster demonstration. Cluster means group of people. So basically to club people, to group together them, because here in India, in last session also, in last lecture, even if you have seen, we have studied about small and marginal farmers who constitute up to 82% here in a population of farmers in India, right? So herein there is one of the objective, that is to club people together so that the production can be done, because initially the cost of organic farming could be high, right? So herein cluster demonstration is one of the following objective in a village, so that even the people in the village, they have proper demonstration, so cluster would be made. So these are the objectives. Now we'll see what are the key features of this particular scheme. First is groups of farmers would be motivated to take up organic farming. Or what we are studying about the key features. See, everything is interlinked, so that is why these are the basics. If you have idea of one, you can guess the other things, right? So herein, so group of farmers, they would be motivated, right? Next is 50 or more farmers will form a cluster. Why? Because we need a land of 50 acres to execute the organic farming techniques. Alright, in this way, so here in the what the government will do, they'll make 50-acre land, they'll make cluster that will form 50-acre land, and they expected that 50 or more farmers will be included in this. And then in 3 years tenure, 10,000 clusters will be formed covering 5 lakh acre area, because in one cluster there are 50 or more farmers, so we are talking about 10,000 clusters over here. Alright, so herein the aim is to include more and more area under organic farming, because we are talking about sustainable agriculture over here. Next is participatory guarantee system under PGS India program. PGS is again this, alright, will be the key approach for quality assurance. So what is this participatory guarantee system? So basically, if you have land that is organic, means that is fully organic, there is no chemicals that are used, you can get a certificate for that, that yes, this land it produce organic food, and of course the food of the value or the money of organic food, it is much higher. So you can utilize this certificate so that you can sell your product as organic. So the certificate that you get, it is by the participatory guarantee system that has been formed by the government of India. Alright, so that this particular system, it provides certificate for the land that are organic or that produce organic products. Right. So next feature is the farmer will have an option to adopt any form of organic farming in accomplishment of PGS India standard. So there are various levels here in PGS system, in which whatever farmer he belongs to, whichever category, he can ask for the form in that particular category, be it semi-organic, organic, right, whatsoever, he can get easily for that. So here in this scheme, in fact, it was released, this system was made so that there is easy documentation and there is not much paperwork for the farmers to do to get a certificate for organic farming. So these were the key features. Now let's look at what are the components of this Paramparagat Krishi Vikas Yojana. So herein we have two components. The first one is model organic cluster demonstration. So herein, in this particular component, what would happen? The scientists or the trainers, they would go and they would educate, they would aware the people about how the organic farming is done. And the other component, it is model organic farm. Model organic farms will be made. So two components are there. In first component, the scientists, the trainers, they would go and they would educate, they would aware people about what is organic farming, what are the benefits of it, and everything else. Alright, and the second component, it is to actually make or convert a farm into organic farm. Alright, so there are two components. I hope there is no confusion in this. Now let's move ahead and look at about the financial assistance. So government, they would give financial assistance in it because they want to promote organic farming for the improvement of soil, or that is the soil health management, and which comes under the sustainable agriculture, national mission on sustainable agriculture, right? So here in the financial assistance, that would be 50,000 per hectare per 3 years is provided for cluster formation, capacity building, incentives mean whatever money that is given for inputs, value addition and marketing. So herein what would happen in this 50,000, 31,000 that will be given for these work, for example capacity building, for example for input, biofertilizers and everything that is required for to do organic farming. All right, so 31,000 out of this 50,000, 30,000, 31,000 will be given in as that, and that would also be under the direct beneficiary transfer, that is that would come directly into your account. Next is about the 8,800 that is left out of this 50,000. Now that would be used for marketing, for value addition, for food processing after the harvesting which is done. So initial 31k is for how to produce organic, and rest 8,800 that is to do marketing of it. All right. Next is one more, here is one more, that is 3,000 per hectare for 3 years is provided for cluster formation of 20 hectares. So herein we are talking about working on actually on land. Herein that is because there would be visits also of the trainers, of the experts, right? For training we need some money, right? For the people who train also, and also to organizing a program you need money, right? So 3,000 per hectare for 3 years that is used for such functions, all right, of 20 hectare. All right, I hope this is clear to you all. If it is not, you can ask me, I'll clear it out. Next is about pattern funding pattern. So herein what will happen? Funding pattern under the scheme is ratio is 60:40. So 60 will be given by the central government and 40 will be given by the state government. So you tell me which type of scheme is this, because herein the center and government, they have their different ratios of funding. All right. Next is in case of Northeast 90. Ratio is 90:10, means 90% will be given by the central government, while state will provide the 10% of the fund, and for the UTs assistance is 100% by the central government. So which type of scheme is this? I hope by now you have understood which type of scheme is this. And next, now let's look at, see, yes, so we have studied, I hope there's no problem till yet. Now what happened under this Paramparagat Krishi Vikas Yojana, also there are two sub schemes that can be asked in your paragraph way. That is why I want to share the two sub schemes that are here under this particular Yojana. So the first one is Bharatiya Prakrit Krishi Paddhati. Alright, so the first sub scheme that is under this is this, and what is about, and second one is large area certificate scheme. So there are two sub schemes under this. The first one, that is Bharatiya Prakrit Krishi Paddhati, it was launched in 2021, means the last financial year, and that is to promote traditional indigenous means that exist in that particular area, which reduces externally purchased input. For example, instead of using all the chemical fertilizers, we can use the cow dung, we can use the cow urine, we can use other bio fertilizers that exist, right? We can use neem water for the pest management, right? So basically here in the focus is to have those traditional practices again, which we used to do before we started relying on the chemical or synthetic fertilizers, pest management and insecticides, pesticides and all that, right? Next is large area certificate scheme. So in this was launched in 2018. We have participated guarantee scheme, right? That would provide certification of organic farming in a particular land. But what about a large area? It would be easier for the documentation for the people if the whole area it is under that. So this large area certificate scheme, it is a unique quick certification program in which the village is taken as a unit, and then the whole village can file them under this particular program so that to check or to get the certificate of organic farming. So these were the sub schemes, and now let's have a quick revision of whatever we have studied. We'll start with the launch year, that was 2015. Ministry is Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, right? Aim, that is to support and promote organic farming, right? Key features we looked at, that group of farmers will be made, the youth, they would be encouraged, right? Traders, farmers, everyone. Then we looked at the cluster of 50 farmers or more will be made. Then key features, we had participated guarantee system that provides a certificate for organic farming. The objectives are disseminate latest technology that we know, right? Then promote organic farming. Then we had utilize the services of expert herein, that is the researchers, that are scientists. And then we have minimum of one cluster demonstration. At least one cluster will be made in a village for proper understanding that what are the practicality of organic farming and not just the theory. That was the awareness program we are talking about. So first is the model organic cluster demonstration. This is more of a theoretical based approach wherein people they are made aware, while the second is model organic farm wherein actually an organic farm will be made to tell about whatever there is in organic farming. Financial assistance 50,000 per hectare per 3 years, that we have seen 31,000 for the inputs and then rest 8,800 for the marketing and value addition. Next is the 3,000 hectare that was for training and other purposes. Sub schemes that we have seen, Bharatiya Prakrit Krishi Paddhati, in which we are encouraging people or the farmers to use the traditional or indigenous practices which were there. And the next one is large area certificate scheme. In this, the whole village, the large area, they can apply themselves for the certification program of organic farming. So this was revision, and yes, there is a special offer that is going on and it is valid till 6th January only. So what is this? If you want to buy a single course from us, you can get 40% plus additional 10% off in it. And here are the courses that you can see, and you can use the code single to avail this offer. But if you want to purchase combo courses, then you can get flat 50% off in it, and you can use the word combo to avail this offer. I hope you won't miss the opportunity. And yeah, these are the toppers of our last scheme, which was Kisan Man Dhan Yojana, right? In that, I asked about the app. So Sugandh Kumar, he said the right answer, and welcome. Then Abhishek, hi, is it possible to conduct a session on daily basis? I'll try, but there's a proper schedule because we have other classes also, so I don't think that would be feasible. But before your examination, we will try to do something like that. Ravi, we already have a playlist, right? Then Devang, I guess the issue is solved even in the previous video as well. If you look at thumbnail, it is all done. Next is Rishabh, he said the correct answer, very good. And then we have Anil said the correct answer, Rohan said the correct answer, Amartya said the correct answer, Yukti, very good, said the correct answer, and Ashwini, welcome. Alright, so yeah, the homework for you today, it is participator guarantee scheme was launched in the year. This system, participator guarantee system, or it is a scheme, alright, it was launched in which year? You have to tell why I have given you this, so that you read about it if you do not know. It can come in examination, alright. So yeah, that is all for today. I hope you enjoyed the session. If you have any queries, comment down below. I'll definitely reply to it. And until then, all the very best for examination. Thank you.